Hi, welcome to the channel. David here, and here we talk about how you create your own reality. We really take a deep dive into actually what is reality, how it works. So if you're into the weird and wacky spiritual world, if you really want to dive deep into how all this kind of stuff works, then you're in exactly the right place, and I'll see you in the video. I came out of my body the first time at the age of 3, began to experience this place as a state of consciousness rather than a physical place. And when we talk about vibration, we're not talking about anything physical, obviously. There's a common misconception within the New Age that you can raise your vibration, which really means just thinking happy thoughts and being able to kind of focus your attention in a positive way, and that's going to transform and change your life. And my experience from the age of 3 till now, and writing books and working with hundreds, thousands of people, is just actually not the case. That's the bad news. So the bad news is that raising your vibration and your frequency rarely gives you long-term change. However, it is part of the process, and I want to go through this process today. So how does it work? Well, what you want to do is you want to think about what is it that you want to change your frequency for. So it might be that it's more money, better relationships, could be anything at all. But the key to recognize that if you can feel good, if you can create and recreate those feelings of feeling positive, then for the short term, maybe for 20 minutes, for half an hour or a few days, then yeah, you're going to feel good. But if underneath there you've got limiting ideas of lack of self-worth, or you don't actually deal with your belief system, which what actually causes our reality to be as it is in the first place, then your energy will drop, i.e. you won't feel as positive, and you'll go back to this kind of stable, neutral place where you don't have the things that you want. And, if just raising your vibration and your frequency worked, then everyone would be a millionaire, and they're not. But there is a reason and a way that you can use this in order to create permanent change. And that's what I really want to talk about today. So what can you do? Well, the key thing is recognize that your reality, your experience is created from your beliefs, your emotions, your desires, your expectations, and all those things. It's not really created from your vibration in the terms that if you just feel a little bit better, your reality is going to change. You can change your reality and actually not feel better and not feel great. You can still change and have the things that you want. You don't have to be hyped up. You don't have to think that you have to raise your vibration in order to do it. There is a 3-step process that we'll get into. So the first one is recognize that your beliefs actually drive your emotions. So the idea of raising your vibration, you can do that. You can just think happy thoughts. But the first thing is you got to think differently. And that's the key to permanent change. So what I want you to do, actually, there is a video which is called How to Speak the Language of the Universe, and I will link it up around this video. The key is to recognize that your beliefs drive your experience. So if you want to change something in your life and you're thinking, right, I want to change my vibration or change my frequency and use that as a process, what you need to do is write down exactly what it is that you want to change. I want more money in my bank account. You can be specific or non-specific. It doesn't matter, because internally, you know what you want. You're the one that you're speaking to, essentially. So you can say, I want $5,000, £5,000 in my bank account. I want more business. I want a relationship. I want whatever it would be. So write that down first of all, and then underneath it, write down why you think you haven't got it. And that's the missing link with all this. There is a reason that you don't have the things that you want, and you need to discover that. You need to begin to tap into that before you do any work with your vibration or your frequency. Because unless you do that, then it doesn't matter how much frequency you change, how much you try to raise your vibration and that type of thing, you've still got the belief here that says that you don't have the things you want. Hope that makes sense. So the second step is to think of the belief that you do want. What's the opposite of the belief that you've written down. So it might be that you need 5,000. My belief is I don't have $5,000 in the bank. So you go, okay, I've got £5,000, whatever it is, or I've got my soulmate, or my relationship is working, whatever it is. You write that down, and then you begin to focus on that. And that's really how to make this idea of the vibration and frequency work. You need to get to the core of the opposite belief that's caused your problem in the first place. So that's the second step. First step, write down what it is that you want and why you don't have it. Second step, write down the opposite of that so that you can begin to go, okay, yeah, if I believe that, that would give me what I want. The third thing is begin to focus your attention on that for 10 minutes a day. And what I would also suggest you do is imagine that you're removing energy from that old belief. So you're literally like taking your foot off an accelerator and onto a brake in a car. You're taking your energy away from the old belief. Mentally, that's all you're doing. You're kind of starving it of energy. And then you're focusing your attention onto this new one. Now, when you do that, what happens is that reality, the universe, you fundamentally cannot help but create form out of those new beliefs. And at a certain point, when your energy is strong enough, when you believe it enough, when you have enough energy in it, and it doesn't have to be high vibrational energy. You don't have to be hyped up or you don't have to feel amazing in order to create things. We create things 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It's just what we do. And sometimes you can create amazing things and not feel that great. So you don't have to feel amazing to create. That's a myth. So what you do is then you're removing energy from that old belief, you're focusing onto that new belief, and that's where you begin to think about raising your frequency and raising your energy, is in order to actually put some really positive thought into that new area, into that new belief. And as you do that, what will happen is reality will begin to form and attract events to that. So that will become the focus of your attention in that area. And at a certain point, you'll begin to see things happening. You'll begin to feel things happening coming to you based on this new belief. That's the exciting bit. And as you do, you just keep heading down that direction. And at a certain point, then that will become your new reality. The old one will be starved of enough energy that it quite simply drifts away from you. And this one will become the one that you'll actually experience. So I hope that's useful for you. Please subscribe, please hit that bell if you want more information. I will hook up the other video, which is how to speak the language of the universe, all about understanding your core beliefs and how to change those. And I'll see you in the next video. Please comment below, let me know what you think and if you've got any questions, and we'll go from there. Take care. Have a great day.